Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. With these words, which we only hear in the Gospel of Luke, these words, the good thief, in a sense, steals the heart of Jesus. He called on that name, the name which is above every name, a name of mercy, Jesus, who totally abandoned himself into the hands of his Father on the cross and emptied himself of the riches of his Father's glory, pouring out an ocean of mercy from his Father's heart. Way back, God had revealed his holy name to Moses, and he told Moses what this name meant. The Lord God, the great I am, is compassionate and merciful, slow to anger, abundant in kindness. His name was his closeness to his people, his covenant faithfulness, his presence with them whenever they called upon him. Now Jesus is this name of God in the flesh, in and with his flesh and his blood. Jesus lets the name of God fill a human name, Yeshua, Joshua, a common name. But even this common name hints at the meaning that Jesus will give it, because it comes from words meaning the Lord I am, the Lord saves. And if the name of the Lord had been a way for God to come close to his people, well then Jesus' flesh and blood presence proclaims this name in a whole new and deeper way. Indeed, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. And blessed are we who can call upon this name, his name, Jesus. We who can hear him calling our name, and who can speak his name not in fear, but in friendship, in the intimate familiarity of human friendship, but so much more. This doesn't do away with the reverence that the name of the Lord deserves, the reverence that the people in Jesus' time owed to the name of the Lord. That's not done away with, but Jesus breaks this reverence open so that we can now call on God as both Lord and friend, the one I need so dearly to save me, and the one who begs for my heart. He remembers us in his mercy, and he only asks that we remember him and the cross that he carries for us and with us. This name of God, Jesus, in the flesh and blood, gives himself anew in every moment, especially from this altar, so that he can truly live in our hearts and on our lips. As he comes to us, we can call out, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.
So as I was looking over one of the commentaries I normally read in preparation for my homilies, one of them had two sentences after the gospel. I mean, maybe just one. I think just one. Who are you in the story we just had, the gospel we just heard? Who are you in the passion narrative? I'm going to broaden a little bit to the gospel reading heard earlier too. So in our gospel reading, who are you? Are you part of the crowd that starts off going, Hosanna in the highest, but then tribulation comes and people start saying things and your faith kind of weakens and you're now with the crowd going, crucify him! Are you Judas? Having made a grave mistake in your life, somehow turned your back on Jesus, and then feeling like you can't be forgiven? Because that was his gravest sin, was the belief that Jesus couldn't forgive him. Are you like Peter, also having betrayed Jesus, but knowing and trusting that you can find your way back to him somehow, knowing that he still loves you, and grieving the fact that you know how much you've hurt him and that he still loves you? Are you like the beloved Apostle John, standing at the foot of the cross, staying strong in your love of him? Are you like the women he meets from Jerusalem, mourning that he's not loved by all as you love him, seeing him hurt? Are you the guards mocking him? I'd hazard to say, most of us at one time in our life have been every single one of those people. The question is, today, where are you at? No matter which one of those places you're at, it's important to remember that today and Friday, we remember the greatest act of love that has ever happened. Because knowing that we would be every one of those people, the ones that betray him, the ones that mock him, also the ones that love him, he died for us knowing that we would do that. He went through that pain and that suffering so that we could be united with him in heaven. So, wherever you are at in the story, remember that Christ loves you. Remember that's how much he loves you. And that he can forgive you, does forgive you. That he appreciates you standing by him. And let us enter into this Holy Week reflecting on the love that was poured out for us on the cross. Reflecting on who are we in the story and how or what changes do we need to make sure we're one of the ones who are like John, the beloved disciple, like the good repentant thief, like the women of Jerusalem. So that way we can truly live into our faith, into the joy that we're about to celebrate in less than a week now. Because as we're going through the Passion, it leads to something so beautiful. And while we're saddened at this moment, having gone through this, and might be even more saddened by realizing who we are in the story, this isn't the end. So let us wait with hope, trusting that no matter who we are in this story, if we're somebody we don't want to be right now in the story, we can change. Jesus is always ready to welcome us back. So let us put in that work, that effort, to become the person in the story we want to be, as opposed to the person in the story we know we shouldn't be. Realizing that Jesus is there to help us the whole time, loving us like that, because that's who he is.